Hello folks, welcome to Netcruzer RC. Have a bit of an overview of a new 8-scale buggy. Yeah, it's a nice setup. This is Jim Rodgers and it's his new team associated RC8B4e. And these are brand new on the market and he's just built it. It has not had a run on it yet. And previously you had the 3.2, which was new last year or the year before. It was also a fairly new car. But this one seems to be completely new. Team Associated finally went to a full new number, so I was doing a bit of reading on it. It has almost all different parts. Just since you recently built the 3.2 and now the 4, you know, what stood out to you as the big changes, or is it mostly really everything's different?
Pretty much everything's different. I think, what was I told? The only thing the same for sure is the shocks.
Okay.
But I actually had to sit after Team Associated aftermarket Fox racing shocks that I switched over from my 3.2 to this. So they're the only used part on there.
Oh, so you moved your shocks over?
I moved my shocks over, yes.
They were upgrade on your old car?
They were an upgrade on the old car, and the new car came with the same shocks as the old car.
So you kept the kit shocks as spares?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So the big changes are they've gone to a saddle pack layout. They've centered the drive line, so it took away the kind of kink that it had before. You can run it on a single battery tray, although I'm not entirely sure how the chassis changes to do that. A lot of it is front end changes, so new front arms, new diff cases, new shock towers. It's a totally new chassis as well. I mean, it is essentially an entirely new car, and I'm not familiar enough with the old one to know how much the layout of the electronics changed. Is it somewhat similar, or did it used to have ESC and motor on the same side?
The biggest change, you'll notice the motor is now a double clamp instead of having a motor plate.
Yes, okay.
So it actually moved the motor forward or aft. The old one, the motor was on one side, the ESC was on the other, and then you have your battery pack would be the opposite side for the motor.
Right.
This one here too, the kind of little details I noticed, they give you the wiring looms. So front and rear to keep your wiring from getting down into your dog bones or into your spur gear.
That's a nice touch.
They added those, which I found really nice.
Yeah.
The suspension feels totally different than the old one. It just feels so much smoother.
Yeah, they did a lot of geometry changes on the front end. I did see that in the spec sheet. They've changed how the pivot balls are aligned. I think they've centered it to the wheel a bit more. It has different bell crank system, has a different top brace, different front arms, front and rear. They've moved out the hinge pins, as well as the rear arms are different too.
Yes.
Essentially the entire geometry has changed. One thing I did notice that they did was they went to a standard rear hub, which is symmetrical. So I really like that. So if you break one and you get two in the kit, they're not left and right. They are usable on either side. So that is great for servicing if you break. Although an 8-scale is very tough. I don't expect this thing will break. It looks like you're running some nice Gens Ace Redline batteries. Love to see that. Two 2S's in shorty configuration. And I believe the old car was mostly a stick pack layout, and now this has all gone to shorties, and you can run one shorty or two shorty, and Jim's got it set up for two 2S's.
They put, if you look inside the battery tray, there's a tab there that actually locks the battery in place. So if you go to a longer pack, you can move that, and there's more on the back end, but I wanted more rear bias with the battery weight.
So can you run a full stick pack or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you can. It's comes set up out of the box for
LCGs,
for low shorties. They've also changed the wing. It said that they've gone to a more vertical slats with more kind of diffusing, so for more lateral stability.
I have options on the center part of the wing. It comes with two. It comes with a flat plate, and then it comes with this ribbed plate. This is for more straight line stability, but if you don't need the straight line stability, you can put the straight plate across.
So which part did you upgrade?
This piece here comes with the kit.
Yes.
It is separate from the wing.
Oh.
So you can put a straight plate on there, or you can put this in with the rib.
So you can choose to run the center rib or not.
Yep.
Interesting. Yeah, it's a whole new wing mount system. I think they said they went to a one-piece wing mount. Yeah. Honestly, guys, it is a whole new car, and we will be seeing this soon at the 8-scale races at BEGO RC and whatever RC 8-scale races we get to in the next couple of weeks. And Jim is a sponsored driver for 110 Hobbies, a local hobby shop in the area. A lot of changes, so looking forward to seeing this out on the track. I'll try and get you some clips for it when we get to those races, which have not started yet. Also, Jim is running the all-new Hobbywing electronics. I believe that this is the brand new G2 8 scale, right? The XR8 Pro G2. and the new whatever latest version of the Hobbywing motor is, these do actually work very well together. We ran into that issue last year where if you pair a non-Hobbywing motor with this ESC, it does not like it. For some reason, it really doesn't like it. So if you are going to run an 8-scale system like this, it is in your best interest to keep them brand the same. The censored system, it didn't like an aftermarket motor that he had last year and a whole bunch of weird stuff on his old car. This one should be bulletproof. Yeah, it's a nice setup.
I guess if she got to the driver's.
Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you want to hear subscribe, you want to talk to me, leave a comment down below. As always, thanks for watching.